Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. I'm coming in late, coming in hot. No, not hot. Just with a blanket update and let y'all know what's been going on. Didn't have the best of sleep last night and laid around in my bed till 3 o'clock. So I started my day really late. Probably happen again tomorrow too. Because I'm still drinking Mountain Dew and it's after 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, wanted to come on here and show y'all the progress of my now 3 blankets and maybe show you that I started a new project. I should be a little further along with that, but I had to work on the blankets because they're not gonna make themselves, right? So I worked on all 3, well, two of the 3 blankets today, and I worked on the new blanket until I got ready to go lay down last night. So, but first, for comic relief, how y'all doing? Ha ha ha! We're gonna have some scrambled eggs in a minute. Where are them dogs? I couldn't resist. Love y'all. That might be a regular thing. Thank you, Crystal. First off, we'll go over the new blanket. It's coming along pretty good. I kind of had, for a half a second, I was doubting my choices of colors, but now I'm only worried that I won't have enough of the yarn. But I think I have enough. I think I might have some colors that are really close and big twist that should work if I run out of the colors I have. So we'll just have to go until we run out and play it from there. But this is what we got so far. Let me start. You know, I chained 150, so it's not. But this is what we got so far. I started with what is it like? Like 1, 2. I think that's about 2.5 repeats of the stitch there. 2 or 3 of the repeats of the stitch in the brown. And then I got 4 repeats of the stitch in the turquoise color, 4 repeats in the green color, the jade green color, and then 3 repeats in the brown again. And is it 3? And it's like 1, 2, yeah, it's about 3, really close to 3. But this is what we got so far. But I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll be fine. It looks pretty. So that's what we got so far. And I'm using this beautiful cherry blossom bag that I won from Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. That was part of my February winnings that I won from her. And my new project that I'll be working with Llama Mama Kayla is we're going to be making summer tops with the Karen Blossom cakes. And I had ordered, you know, I have some in the turquoise color over in some totes over there somewhere. But I really had wanted some in the macaw color. So I ordered these this past week. And I got them in yesterday. And so the macaw color in the Karen blossom cake, I had to fix the label because it came torn. But yeah, luckily I keep tape pretty close, and I had to tape that because it was all torn. But this is the macaw color, and I just really love that. It's I didn't realize how fuzzy this was until I started working on it. But it's I think what she and I are going to end up doing is using Cinnamon Stitches and Premier's that sweater, that granny stitch sweater that Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches just recently did, only using this yarn and not and making it short sleeved. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So this is, I started it like before, you know, but I had already been working on the new blanket and I got tired. So but this is only as far as I've gotten. I'll probably put more into it tomorrow, because I go to see Llama Mama Kayla Wednesday, so I hope to be further along with this by then, because I had to make 2 of these squares for the shirt. So but I got four of these at in case some of y'all don't know the specs on these. It's 61% cotton, 39% acrylic, 8 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards, 440 meters. It's a 4-weight yarn. You can machine wash and dry, and it recommends a 5mm knitting needle, 5mm crochet hook. I am actually using a 6mm because I wanted mine to be a little more looser. So and the 6mm is working out just fine. So this is what I got so far, but I love the colors. I mean, that is just gorgeous to me. I love how there's like the transition is just so subtle, you know, the transition from one color to the next. It's almost like watercolors, you know. It just transitions just very subtly. It's not like, you know, with striped yarn where it just goes from one color to the next like boom, you know, like hard breaks. No, this is real subtle. I mean, look how subtle that is. I mean, you go from this grayish blue color right here, and then you just gradually get to the yellow like that, and then boom, before you know it, you're in this bright, beautiful color. So yes, I like that very much. I think that's really beautiful how that transitions like that, and I like the chain spun of it. I think it'll make it light. It's a little more fuzzy than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. It's reminiscent of Soho Playful. If any of you have ever worked with Hirschner's, they have an acrylic cotton blend yarn called Soho Playful, and it's a more of a roving type style yarn, but it's chain spun, and it's fuzzy like this, and it's striped, but it's striped. And I made my cousin that lives in East Texas, I made her a shawl out of it early last year, out of the Soho Playful in purple, and it turned out real well, and it's really light because she lives in East Texas, so it doesn't get terribly cold there. So but I wanted to send her something, you know, because she's over there in East Texas without any of her really blood family except for her son. So I just wanted to send her something special. Anyway, but that's the project I'm working on with Llama Mama Kayla, and y'all will see more about that at a later time. Excuse me. And I'm sure she's Llama Mama Kayla is very methodical with her videos. She very compartmentalizes her videos, so she won't just pepper her videos with details about other videos or upcoming things. She, you know, this video is about this video is about that, and she doesn't crisscross into other videos. So that's why you haven't heard anything from her yet about what's going on, you know, because she's very particular about that. So which I totally respect. But she told me just to do, you know, I asked her, should I mention it? And she said that was up to me if I wanted to mention it or not. Because if she wanted me to, you know, keep mum, I would have kept mum. But this would be my first collaboration project with anybody, so I'm normally kind of march to the beat of my own drum, so to speak. So this will be interesting. Anyway, this is the Premier Basics Chunky blanket. And so this is where I'm at. I've just started one more, the transition. This is, I just started a new, I had to ball it up because it was just one of those little smaller skeins like this. Little smaller skeins like this. Sometimes you can't get a center pull to work right. And so the best thing to do is just yank it out and yarn barf it and then ball it up. So that's what I ended up doing with this one. But so far, I've worked, hold on a second. These are my labels so far. So I'm just holding on to them so that I'm holding on to the labels so that I can gauge how much yardage I use in this yarn for this blanket, so that I can gauge in the future when I get ready to make another one. I'll know how much yarn I need for the next one, so that I can, you know, better plan. But so far I've went, this is a skein here, and then one, so I'm on like the 6th skein of yarn already. So because they're not very, they're only like 117 yards, I think. Yeah, they're only like 117 yards, and I'm getting about about three repeats of the stitch in each skein. But it is a 5 bulky yarn, so that goes further than you think. But this is what we got so far. And of course, this is another one that I chained 150 on. So, and yes, all my blankets are currently the same stitch, the prairie stitch that I have. I'll link the tutorial for the prairie stitch in the description. It's from Bag O' Day. So I'll go ahead and link that in case anybody wants to give it a go. But yeah. But all my blankets are currently this stitch because I'm doing 3 blankets at a time, and I didn't want to get mixed up and start doing the wrong stitch on the wrong blanket. I figured if they were all the same stitch, then I wouldn't get mixed up and start doing the wrong stitch on the wrong blanket. So it just made my life so much easier. And I had a minor setback with the duck blanket, but now I'm ahead of the game. I'm back on top of it. Let's see if I can get this all switched around here. Excuse me a minute, y'all. I'm limited on space in here. Okay. All right. I had found a mistake. Excuse me. In the duck blanket, and had to frog back, I think something like 6 rows. Yeah. And redo all of that because I had missed a stitch. And I got it upside down. I had missed a stitch, and it was lopsided on one side. It was completely lopsided. It was crooked. And I said, well, I can either let it be completely lopsided, or I can frog all that back and correct it. And I decided that I had been too far with it to have a lopsided blanket, and that it was only 6 rows, and I would just frog it back and correct it and move on with my life and try not to get mad at myself too mad because it was only 6 rows. So we're back to being straight on both sides again. So yeah, straight. But we're almost done with this. I think, let's see, let me count here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm almost done with the third. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm almost done with the third skein of reef. And I have 5 to go. So I think I'm going to have more than enough for that. And I still have this left out of the first skein of Cafe Latte. So I'm doing good on yarn on this one. So I think maybe that 6.5 millimeter hook, the K hook, was maybe the right call. It does make it a little fiddly at times as far as, you know, doing the crochet part. It does seem like I'm using too big a hook for the gauge of the yarn, but really it's making it very I don't know, drapey, I guess, and just nice. I really like how it's making. It's going to be a nice summer blanket, you know, to whoever buys it. But it'll make it a nice, you know, not too hot blanket. It'll make it, you know, good for summer nights or spring nights. You know, for the South, it's going to be a good blanket for the South. I'll put it that way. But it's coming along nicely. And so hopefully in another few weeks I'll be done. Hopefully. I don't know how long these are going to take me, especially, you know, the pink blanket, because I had these others on the hook, took me about two almost 3 weeks. So probably wouldn't have took me that long if I hadn't been working on so many other things. But that's where I am with all 3 blankets and the new project, which is the cotton blouse that I'll be doing with Llama Mama Kayla. So I'm hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll be going out to Monroe on Wednesday morning and spending the day with her. And we'll be crocheting and visiting and taking videos and what have you. And I'll get to see her beautiful yarn room and visit with her and her fur babies. I'm gonna leave John here with our fur babies because I don't want to leave mine here all day long by themselves. They don't do well that long by themselves. So it's a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back. So I will be well caffeinated. But I look forward to it anyway. We've been wanting to do this, and then she just finally said, you know, we need to stop talking about it and actually doing it. And I said, I agree. So she pinned me down to an actual date. We had to, you know, make sure it wasn't when she had a doctor's appointment. So we made sure that it, you know, she has one, I think, this coming Monday, but after that she was free. So it worked out all right. But I look forward to it. Ain't been too long, got the oil changed in my van, so my van should be good to go. And it should be fun. It should be fun. But I think I've run out of things to talk about. I hope all y'all are having fun. Please, in the comments, let me know what y'all are working on and where you are with your projects, where you hope to be. I love to hear about that. We do have a Facebook group under the same name as our channel, Tap Mama 73 and the Beg Brigade. There's no big requirements to join. Just go ahead and join. I don't get on there a lot, but I try to check on it every couple of days and see what's going on, if there's any new activity. But I know there's I want to say about 20-something people over there. I do have Instagram as well. I don't post very much over there either. But if you message me on Facebook, I will respond. It might take, you know, I try to check my messenger over there every day, just in case one of y'all messages me. I'm also available via email if you have a question and you want to email me. My email address is always in the description box. I'm pretty responsive as far as email goes as well. Very responsive email. You can probably get me quickest to the email because that dings right into my phone, and that my phone is never far from my side. So anyhow, just please know that I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye now.